150 mods, yeah. You should have 186 altogether.
Lonnie_RC entered channel.
Oh, I also wanted to mention to you, CP, the glance mod, you asked about how to get the XML up. If you put the mod in, it will generate the XML the first time you run it. So if you wanted to put glance in, you could do it. Well, I know, I know you mentioned it earlier and I was playing with it today. Makona, do you know what TeamViewer is?
What?
Do you know what TeamViewer is?
No.
Basically, it's allows people to remotely log into your computer and fix stuff. I could help you with your mods if you wanted me to.
Okay.
There we go. I had to make sure, because remember the IP thing, I had to make sure I blocked everything out.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
What's everybody doing today?
Hey, Lonnie.
I'll come right back.
So right now, guys, I just have a test server up, so please no one join.
We're just figuring out prices for gas, water, and silage.
We got a price for water. Water, according to the game, is worth 20 cents a liter. Fuel, according to the game, is worth 70 cents a liter. So there are those two prices. Now what we're gonna do real quick is sell everything and make some silage as quick as one can make silage, and then you know what I mean. Sell a silage bucket into the pit and see what the game says silage is worth.
Sitting here trying to figure out why I was getting an echo because I had mumble in the AFK or vent in the AFK channel, and I realized the stream wasn't muted in the background.
Yeah.
What was that, 20 cents and 70 cents?
20 cents and 70 cents for fuel and water.
And that include delivery?
Well, that's the price. Like, okay, so this is how it's gonna work. The fuel station, you know, there's a fuel station you can buy for $12,000. That actually comes with fuel. The water stations actually come with water. So those are gonna be outlawed. I think we all can kind of agree that's fair, right? Because if we put those in, it defeats the whole purpose of the map, right?
Right.
So, but I tested it out this morning. I bought all the water stations. I bought all the little fuel stations, and they actually have fuel. And I was like, oh, that just defeats the whole purpose. Because George just said he tested them, and they were just holding pins. And I was like, no, they're not. They actually have fuel in them.
I think one thing, there's a gas station, I think, that was like $1 million. I don't think that's really overpowered, except for, I think if that was to be allowed, not only would you have to pay the $1 million to place it, but you should have to pay like some kind of a tax to the fuel dealer, just because from that point on, you're never gonna have to use fuel again. You know what I mean?
See, that's the same thing with the water, though. Those water points. But
those are a lot cheaper.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. The well is $7,000, and you have unlimited water.
Yeah, no.
Know what I mean?
That's why I was talking about the gas station, just the gas station itself for $1 million.
Well, the other, look, I'll show you here on the stream. Am I streaming? Oh, I gotta put that on.
Hey, Potter.
Hey, Potter Brown. Alright, gentlemen. So, like I said, don't join. We're just testing at the moment, so this game should be coming up soon. Okay, so like right now, I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Under placeable mods. Interesting. Why are none of the mods? Oh my god, I just screwed up, Shadow.
What did you do?
I didn't activate the mods before I started the server. I gotta report the game. Remember I told you that I was like, I had so much money in the other one, my single player. I because I'm kind of dumb. Add mods, and you gotta select all.
Someone's in your stream named Commander.
Commander 97. How
This
are you,
message
Commander?
popped up saying register yourself. For Mumbo, what does that mean?
What's up, Eli?
Mumble popped up a message saying you were about to register yourself, or something about register yourself.
See that little plus sign I have? I think that's what registered means. I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, but I guess that's what it means.
Maybe, I don't know. Or validated. I don't know.
Authenticated.
Authenticated.
It's something to do with Mumble and its certificates.
So guys, those of you joining us this morning, those of you in Mumble, we're just testing something right now. We're testing for the server. We got a water price, we got a fuel price, now we're gonna get a silage price. There you go. But you gotta remember, the game doesn't take consideration, because remember, the actual fuel station takes, you know, a lot of crops, right? It takes, what was it? 24,000 liters gives you roughly 700 liters. So, technically the way you would do it, which of course we're not going to do it like this, you would take the value of each of those crops at those, and that's the price of gas, right? Ish, in bulk. You know, I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Are you doing live stream now?
Yes, the stream is live right now.
Hey, CP.
Yes, Harvestman.
Click Commander says, are you going to abuse silage?
No abusing silage. Silage is illegal on this map.
Says you're not live.
On for me.
Yeah, it's showing I'm live. Silage is gonna be, you know, you can sell silage to other players. You can sell silage for. Remember, silage is the main component in fertilizer. So, you know, the silage farm is gonna be our main. You know, until the dairy farm can buy their own silage pits. Silage, liquid manure, manure are the ingredients for fertilizer. So until those guys get started, our livestock guys and our silage guys, we're not gonna have no fertilizer, except for like slurry spreaders and manure spreaders, which
So why are you selling all of this equipment?
because remember we're doing testing here, Eli.
This is a private test server. This is not the main server.
Yeah, this is a private test server.
Oh.
I'm testing. We want to make some silage real quick and sell it, so you guys can see. Okay, that's what silage. That's what the game says. Silage is worse. There we go.
Okay, I cannot get connected for some
CP.
reason.
What's up?
I have that mod you have now.
What mod? Oh, you got all the mods now? So, for example, gentlemen,
I thought I had map with me.
you don't have the map?
No.
These water stations actually give water out. So all the water, you know, triggers, all the water placeables are going to be outlawed because, you know, if we put water things down, then that pretty much means the water specialization person is out of a job. And as you can tell, look at that. It's $100 for that. $100 for that. And you can get your own water.
See, I agree that's overpowered. I was just talking about that one gas station
Yeah, here's the
as
fuel
possible,
station.
possibly being allowed with a tax.
Here's a fuel station, $1 million. See that? I kind of agree with TJ a little bit. Like, yeah, that's a lot of money. I agree. But here's this fuel station. Check this out. Where are you at? Why can I never find stuff when I want it?
What the hell?
I can't connect to the game, by the way.
Wait, are you missing mods?
No, it's just every time I hit connect, it says connection cannot be established.
Did I do something different?
Oh, I seen a couple of them. Yeah, there was a $5,000 one and that $7,000 one.
And there's a $12,000 one. See, everything changes places in this. There it is. Oh no, it's not. There's a fuel card.
I'm going to try to know what happened with the mods on my computer.
Here it is. This bulk fuel station right here. This actually has its own contract as well, and it's $12,000. So this is, you know, like the big one, but $12,000. That's not that expensive.
Oh, okay, yeah, the stream just caught up, yeah.
But, you know, that means so this, you know, the fuel stations and the water stations, placeables are going to be outlawed. The $1 million one, I think we'll put that one up for discussion, right? I think we'll put that up for discussion.
Yeah, I'd say something like $1 million to buy it, and then like a one-time $50,000 tax. Well, let's be honest. If you're spending $1 million on a fuel station, you got money to burn.
Yeah, I know.
So, like $50,000 to $100,000 tax to the fuel man, because I mean, you're never gonna have to deal with him ever again. You know, that way he gets his money, and isn't really kind of left in the dark.
Yeah, but that kind of kills the purpose of the map, though. The whole purpose of the map is we have to deal with each other, right? Community.
It's true.
What we can do is
There you go, Shadow. Now you're joining.
next to the gas refinery, and you can still deliver the fuel to everyone.
What do you mean?
Like, you're the only one with that gas station, and you still have to deliver fuel.
Well, that gas station has its own. So basically, people who buy from that gas station are paying it into the game like you normally pay it into the game. So that money that people pay into that gas station gets taken out of the rotation. You know what I mean? You have to remember the way the game works is, for example, property taxes, livestock taxes, and maintenance taxes. All that money is kind of deleted from the game, right? That's money that's out of our world. We never get to see it again. The whole idea of a community is you want to keep as much money as you can inside the community, right? Hopefully you guys are keeping up with me. Just like in real life, you want to keep as much money as you can inside your community because, you know, I pay TJ, TJ pays Potter, Potter pays Shadow, Shadow pays Lonnie. You understand? You know what I mean? Like, we're keeping our community alive that way. So
Exactly.
any money any money that we have to dump into the game, that's money that's gone. That's it. We're never gonna see it again. Go ahead, TJ. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was just gonna say that pretty much we just want to keep the money in. You don't want to outsource it, put term to it.
Yeah, like within, you know, like example, equipment, you have no choice, right? But a lot of people are going to be selling their equipment. You know, like for example, when someone outgrows a piece of equipment, they can actually sell it to another player, right? So that other player can go, I can pick up a second tractor, or I can pick up a second seeder, and you know what I mean? Kind of wheel and deal with each other. You connected. Did you connect?
Yeah, I'm in.
You connected and disappeared, that's why. So I'm gonna buy some stuff here. I need to buy the biggest lawnmowers we have so I can make this as fast as possible. What's the biggest lawnmowers? Oh. One of the first things I'm gonna probably buy is a seeder, because that little seeder is just horrible. There is no lawnmower stuff, is there? No, there isn't. Okay, so I guess guess you have to go in game. Okay, so what I'm gonna buy, Shadow, is the Big Crone M. But remember, this only cuts it, so you have to. I'll buy the Big Crone. There you go, and I'll reset it, and then I'll buy a Forge Wagon and a tractor. Probably the fastest way to do this, I think. Where's a big piece of grass at?
Did you say you reset it? Because it's still at the shop.
I haven't reset it yet. I'll reset it.
You should be able to put a tow hitch on the back of that crone as well. There's one in the mods.
Oh, yeah, very good, Potter. Yeah.
So you can pull the wagon behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. So I can actually just buy the Big Crone. But so I guess only one of us needed to do this.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. And I need the hitch now. If there's a hitch, you should be able to back up to it. Oh, I'll reset everything. Oh, you're not inside anything, right?
No, I'm just standing out here next to it. It's all here.
I'm working on my computer.
Oh, you should be able to back up to this from how I understand how it works, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
I like the way whoever made that mod did well. Like they put it on a little palette, so you know. Do you know how it hooks up, Potter?
Not a clue. I'm only part useful.
So I don't know how to hook this up. Like I've seen this and it's supposed to hook up, right? Maybe I gotta go the other way? I don't know.
No, that looks like the right way because the hitch points back over here. That's the mod's buggy.
Interesting. So we might just have to buy a tractor. One cut, one tractor. That's fine by me. Just because I'm kind of curious, we're gonna buy the best mod tractor that they have in the game, which is this New Holland. Buy it.
Does it say that attacher is for that crone? I mean, there is an attacher for the not for the what do you call them? The other big crone.
Oh, it could be for something else.
Yeah, I know. I used okay. It's a long while. It's a long time ago, but no, I don't think it's the one I used. But there was a hookup for the one with the spout that turns around.
Interesting. Where's there big grass for that? Anybody know?
It might be for that. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to attach, so I'll look it up. I guess we're gonna have to look up that mod. It's called Ring Feeder. I don't know the name of the mod. We gotta hook up to a certain way or something.
What I remember when I tried it is that that was extremely buggy, and that was on a single player. But it's not the same name as the one you have here, so hopefully it's not any problem.
You want to pick up that tractor and that forge wagon and follow me, Shadow? We are headed to the silage plant, which is south. So we're just gonna test this and see get ourselves a silage price. We already have ourselves a fuel price, as I said. Fuel is, according to the game, 70 cents a liter. Water is 20 cents a liter. Those are the game prices if you buy it from the game. Now we're gonna go get a silage price, and once we have all those, so basically, at 20 cents a liter, 1,000 liters is $200. That's not very much. You gotta keep in mind though, like I said, water is free, so though there's, like if we had to make water, you know what I mean? So we gotta kind of bring this up to like a group discussion on what's a fair price for water. Because 20 cents a liter, I think, is too low, right? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Honestly, I think the price should depend on how much you're looking for as well.
Okay,
Now, if
so
you order
for the best trailer you're probably gonna buy is 19,500 liters. So a trailer worth of water. I wrote it all down here. Give me a second.
So is the water person gonna be delivering it?
Well, see, that's something that's gonna be up for discussion. If you go over there and pick it up, then you're just gonna pay him the water fee, right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You need
Yeah.
delivery if you're delivering
Now,
it.
if he delivers it, he can charge a delivery fee.
the only problem is we can only transfer $1,000. That's the minimum amount, isn't it?
That's another problem. We have to deal within thousands and 10,000s. So, a full trailer of water, which I'll go ahead and bring up the map so you guys can see what trailer I'm talking about. Because this is the trailer we're all gonna buy 9 out of 10. I might be wrong, but this is one of the trailers. It holds 1,000 liters for $2,000. This trailer down here, or right here, is $8,700 and holds 19,500. Right? That's probably the trailer everyone's gonna get. And then you have the big, giant trailer. There it is, which is $100,000 and holds 54,000 liters. So, you know, that second one with 19.5, that's a good trailer at a good price. But that trailer completely loaded is worth $3,900. So that's a lot of water. You know what I mean? That's a lot of water.
Plus, if I put my 2 cents in, the price for delivery could also vary depending on how far your farm is away from them.
Well, yeah. Well, if some of us are like, I'll just go pick up the water, you're gonna just pay the water fee, right? Some of us are gonna say, hey, Lonnie, can you deliver it? So Lonnie will come up with a delivery fee. You gotta keep in mind, you have to deal in thousands of dollars. That's what you transfer between each other. We can't fix that. There's nothing you can do about that. So, for example, if I were to order 1,000 liters of water, we're just gonna go 1,000 liters at game cost, right? 1,000 liter would cost $200, and since we only can deal in thousands, the cheapest he can charge is 1,000. Or we can make it more complicated and say, well, he charges 500, but we get 2 trips. But that just makes things more complicated. Which, like I said, this is something that we need to discuss on how we want to handle it. So according to the game, 1,000 liters of water will cost 20 cents. That's $200, which we can't transact. And then you can only deal in thousands. So, like I said, is there grass around here?
It looks like there's a bunch of grass right there on the side of the
Okay.
dump point.
So what do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Vision Overlord says, "Hell yeah, I love this map."
Vision Overlord, how are we doing this morning, Vision Overlord? As you can tell, we're just discussing. Like I said, all these, on this map, all this stuff needs to be discussed open with the community. We all got to kind of make a decision on it because it affects all of us, right? I don't know. So, what do you guys think? Opinions, suggestions. Bueller.
Hard to say.
It's yeah. See, like, it's interesting, right?
So
I was thinking
someone
about.
carry on.
I was thinking about some kind of to get around that problem where you can't charge too small amounts. How about some kind of minimum orders that you can't order just one trailer or something like that? But then again, the person ordering would have to have some place to store that.
Yep.
Is
So,
Nightbot enabled?
It should be. I'll check it. Give me a second.
Wouldn't it make more sense that since people wouldn't have somewhere to store it, you're essentially renting a trailer and buying the water in it? So, for example, 1,000 litre trailer, there'll be a charge for the trailer to be deposited at your farm, the charge for the water, and then a delivery cost, and then you return the trailer and get a little bit of deposit back.
See, ideally, I think that is a pretty decent plan. But remember, we got to think everything we think of. We got to deal with thousands and 10,000s.
I think when you're looking at that, say, let's use the water, for example, whoever is taking care of that. If they can only transfer 1,000, then they have so whoever's going to have to keep a log, and there's going to have to be a credit, for a future credit.
That's something. I mean, yeah. I mean, like how we're gonna handle the trucking station. Are you following me, Shadow?
I am. Yes. This tractor just slow as hell.
How much do you have in there?
31%.
Okay, so I'll just keep going. We'll just deliver a full load. I mean, yeah, maybe that's like how we're gonna handle the trucking station. The trucking station is gonna keep logs of all of our products. So I guess that means we have to do the same thing for fuel, and that means we have to do the same thing for silage, right? Everybody's like crickets in here. Remember, that's unfortunately, you can't do nothing about that. You have to either it's $1,000 or $10,000.
I wonder if there's a mod out there that allows different.
See, I was thinking about testing Bank of Hagenstad. I know Bank of Hagenstad also has like a player. You know what I mean? But here's the problem though. I'm pretty sure the guys who made this map, I would assume they looked at ways of solving problems. You know what I'm trying to say? Which I could be completely wrong. Like I said, I'm assuming.
I mean, even the makers of the map might have overlooked or just not cared about something like that, though.
Like I said, it all depends on how they play their map. They could play their map where it's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's interesting though. When you get a full load. Actually, when you get a full load, just go drop it off at the silage. Remember, we have to have 10% in there, and then we can blanket it.
How much is mods is right here now?
What's that, Makona?
How much is mods on the past?
We have 186. There should be 186 folders in that zip file from the download, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm full. I'm heading back.
Okay, I'll cut for
And not folders, but files, right?
Yeah, files. There should be 186 files within that one file. And when you extract them, there should be 186. And you take those 186 and preferably drop them into a clean mod folder. Whether you use Mod Commander or just manually do it, it's up to you.
Looking for this pest.
No. Oh, that's the wrong one, Makona. Looking for. No. That's not the right. This is the link you should be downloading from.
Oh, okay.
That link is the link you should download from. This the one I just posted. Oh, so you're
Okay.
using my Dropbox. No, okay, my Dropbox is for completely different. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, that link I just posted, Makona, that's the link for this. What you need for this.
For the mods.
Yes, for the map and the mods and that one link has everything in it. You download it, you extract it just like anything else. You grab everything from the extraction and put it into your mod folders, preferably a clean mod folder. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then it should be 186 files. There you go. Hopefully, yeah, maybe that's okay. Hopefully that helps you out. That's enough grass, right? Alright, we're just doing testing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, when the heck do I dump it off? Then I realized there is an open bunker inside the gas. I thought they were all blocked for buying it.
Yeah. I wonder how big that bunker is. Like I said, we need 10% in there.
These things are huge. They're bigger than the Pleasant Valley ones.
Are you serious?
Or Pleasant Valley, yeah. No, you know what I mean. Southern
Southern
Heights.
Heights. Are you serious?
Yeah, they're way bigger.
You put it in there, what percentage is that?
I'm putting it in now.
Okay, what the hell is Sully's back?
Well, one trailer was 8%.
Okay, yeah. So they're the standard. Because remember, a standard bunker in game is 600,000. So.
Yeah, they just look bigger.
Okay, they just look bigger. Okay, so I'll compact it. Go pick up that last 2%, which is what 60,000, I think. I'll compact it. So, any opinions, suggestions on the water and fuel and the currency?
I'm just doing some maths now.
Oh, very good. Like I said, we have to keep in mind we have to deal with currency in the thousands or 10,000. Remember, you can also keep in mind we can also deal in trade.
You could make a contract with somebody, you know, since you can only do thousands. Say you pay somebody $5,000, and then you get as much water, or sorry,
As much water as the phone can handle.
It's already compacted. Okay, good.
That map is awesome.
It's a very interesting map. Like I said, honestly, I've been having fun just having these little discussions. You know, our little forums here where we discuss community subjects. For me, that's kind of a lot of the fun because I don't know.
All right, sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
A contract where you could set up for, I guess, X amount of dollars, and then that would ensure you, such an amount of trailers, such an amount of water is delivered at your discretion as needed.
That's an interesting idea. As in, I was more thinking that, but I go, hey, because I have sheep, so that means right off the bat I'm going to be dealing with Lonnie, right? Now, remember, your animals only use as much water as animals you have, right? So if you have 100 head of sheep, they hold X amount of water, right? And then they need that amount of water every 6 days, right? So I say, hey Lonnie, I have 50 head of sheep. They hold X amount of water. If I pay you $1,000 for this to fill them up, like TJ was saying, a contract. So Lonnie basically writes down, okay, CP has paid me X amount of dollars to keep his water, his livestock filled for X amount of days. You know what I mean?
Say something. I'm just gonna throw numbers out there, but say $2,000 for 4 trailers of water and delivery, and that's all the fees in one.
Yeah, see, and it's a nice round number for easy to deal with.
And that's a lot easier to deal with. You could just deal with contracts rather than, keeping a whole booking sheet. You just have to keep contracts up. Might be a little bit simpler.
I'm still gonna have to figure out a base price for that, because you got to remember, if he's setting a contract amount, he's got to deliver the loads that many times for,
But it's got to be a fair price. It's got to be a fair contract where he's going to make some money, and we're going to have to take into consideration fuel costs, because remember, he's going to be running all over the map for livestock people.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to take that into consideration.
What it comes down to is we're gonna have to figure out a price for each trailer full. 1,000 liters equals X amount of dollars. What was it? 20,000 or 19,500 liters equals X amount of dollars. And if you get to the point you buy the 50,000 liter trailer, that trailer equals X amount of dollars.
Well, see, here's the big problem though. This is where the waterman's gonna have to keep logs. The waterman's gonna have to keep logs because, as I said, the animals only. So let's say I buy a big trailer of water for $3,900. We'll just round it to $4,000, right? I buy 19,000 liters of water for $4,000, but my sheep only hold 1,000 liters of water. You guys see what I'm getting at?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember, the animals only hold as much as the animals will hold, and it's based on the amount. Basically, the amount of feed, water, and straw the animals require is based on the amount of animals you have.
Oh, CP.
Yes, Makona.
Oh, you have a dish for the game?
Do I have a disc?
Yes.
No, I got my game on Steam. My game was purchased on Steam.
Okay, what the hell?
10%, so now we're good.
And also with the water at first, pretty much the only trailer that gonna be able to get to 1,000 liters.
Yeah.
Well, with the starting capital, you should be able to get that 19,000 liter trailer.
But you're gonna have to have more than one trailer.
And you're gonna tow it at 9 miles an hour.
I got it.
Yeah. Alright, good. Okay. I'm gonna buy us that little Bobcat and a front loader.
Rock'em Sock'em says, did you guys fill up on slots or farms yet?
Not yet. We have not done the lotto, guys. As you can tell right now, we're just having group discussion of, prices, contracts, how to handle them. Because as you guys know in the game, for example, I'm going to show you here what I mean. I'm going to show you what I mean. Separate accounts. Okay, so we did learn this. This is things we have learned. I'm going to slow time down because there's no reason for it. Okay, so if you guys log off or disconnect, the money automatically gets dumped back into the admin account. So you guys don't have to worry about losing your money. It gets dumped back into the admin account, which I'll be keeping. We already have a little spreadsheet. You want to put up that spreadsheet? Oh yeah, I should have to keep time sped up, you're right.
Wait, what spreadsheet?
Spreadsheet. Okay, so...
Do you want to put it in Mumble, or because I really don't want to put it in the main chat and it gets spammed?
Yeah, put it in Mumble, that's fine. What do you mean get spammed? Oh, with people looking at it?
Like, yeah, I'm looking at it and I might crash the site and then I couldn't change anything, it's like, ugh.
You think that could happen?
Possibly.
Nah, okay. So, for example, I press L. I can give Shadow $1,000 or $10,000. There you go. Transfer. So now Shadow has $11,000. Now Shadow players can transfer between each other. We have confirmed it. And if you disconnect, it goes back into the admin account. So there you go. That's been covered. What was I doing now? Unloader, right? Okay.
What is that? Something to music.
What is what?
I'm seeing one link.
The Mumble link is the chart I'm going to be using to run the shipping company.
Are you going to password it for security?
Nobody can change it but me. Unless I specifically add your Google email to the list, nobody can change it but me.
Okay, cool.
There you go. I'll go pick it up, I guess. Okay. So,
You notice-
go ahead.
I was going to say, if you notice there's a money tab, Twos is also going to have access to it so you can keep track of the money as well.
Okay.
As of right now, anybody can join. Anyone can join, guys. Anyone can join. But here's how plots of land are going to be assigned. Like I said, a plot of land, we need some. Okay, let's just be dead honest. If you're going to play, if you're going to want a plot of land, you have to play, right? We can all agree on that. We have to play at least 3 hours a day, at least 3 to 4 days a week. You know what I mean? Because if we get someone a plot of land and they're never online, then that's just a wasted plot of land, right? But anybody can join and just help out, right? So I know, like Sci-Fi was saying yesterday, he doesn't really want a plot of land. He just wants to join and maybe help people out, kind of like we did in co-op. You know what I mean?
Diablo, your answer to that question is yes, there will be a weekend warrior farm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I was. Well, see, here's the problem, though. We might have all 15 plots of land filled up. There's quite a bit of people. There's a lot more people than I thought we originally had. So some people, if they want to, can actually double up. You know, say, like for example, if me and Shadow, we could work together. Which, if you, some people can double up. Some people can double up, which honestly is a really good idea on this map. Because
yeah, I'm going to definitely need help.
yeah, like on this map, it's a really good idea to maybe get a partner because it's gonna be a lot of work. So hopefully, hopefully some people double up. I'm hoping. I most likely will be taking a partner.
And when people want to join, we can always use free labor.
Yeah.
Slave trade. You can have my slave for $1,000.
Yeah, this, like I said, this map is kind of serious business. You know, if you come to play, if you come and just start shenanigans, you will be removed immediately. Like this map, as you guys can watch, Rock'em Sock'em says he's actually played it on the official server, and it's a serious map. They take it seriously. You know what I mean? So like I said, to qualify for a piece of land, you have to at least play X amount of hours a day, certain days a week, X amount of days a week. If you can fit in that, then the next part would be as I said right now, I'm a little worried we're not gonna have enough plot of lands, and I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? As I said, this is always open for discussion. Crickets.
It's like I said, I'm gonna need a hand over at the shipping, especially when it gets to the point where everybody's starting to bring their grain in and I'm trying to harvest my field at the same time. You know, I can't constantly go over there, so somebody can keep harvesting what time I'm doing the record keeping and stuff like that.
Commander 97 asks, "Why is one?" I feel like you haven't been watching, Commander. Remember, we're playing on. There you go. Thank you, Rocco Soccer. Remember, this is Pleasant Valley Fences. It's separated into plots of land. It's designed for 15 players, or designed for 15 farms, we should say. I know I personally will be looking probably for someone to join me on the sheep farm. Shadow said he'll probably look for someone to join him on his farm. So on and so forth. Basically, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, whoever works with me, you don't have to worry about like money or whatever, because you can just use my equipment.
Like, basically, if you come here and expect I'm gonna get my own plot of land and I'm just gonna be by myself, you're on the wrong game. You're on the wrong map. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's that Minecraft mentality a lot of people have. Oh, I'm gonna run out to 10,000 blocks. I'm gonna live on my own little island, and nobody's gonna touch me. That's not gonna work on this map. It's not gonna work. If you have that mentality, you're in trouble already. This map, for each of us to stay alive, we need each other. You know what I mean? So you have to expect you're gonna have to work with each other, or you're gonna fail. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? Exactly, like exactly what Rock'em Sock'em said. Exactly. I think it's not fermented still. Jeez.
CP.
No.
What's up?
Are you ever gonna go back to Heights, Southern Heights?
Most likely, probably. It's probably gonna become my single player again. There we go.
You should empty out all your money to me, the way you can get a good example, the bucket size, and
I think that feels like a trap.
Give me your money.
Alright, I'm gonna stop time. There's 25,000. There's 25,000 liters in this bucket, so I have my pen and paper right here. Let me write down all this stuff. Silage, we have 25,000 liters. We have 119291. We have 25,000 liters.
Okay, cool. You lagging.
Okay. Now we're gonna sell.
How much money you get it?
It's 127,281. Now with my calculator.
$8,000, 80,000, is it?
Roughly 32 cents.
Yeah, so 79.84, right?
Roughly 32 cents. 31, 32 cents.
32 cents. Okay. So there you go. There's our silage price. So water price, according to the game, is 20 cents a liter. Fuel is 70 cents a liter, and silage is 32 cents a liter. So we have our prices. See, the reason we're out, you cannot sell silage here, is because just like you saw me and Shadow do, we just made $7,000 in what, about 10-20 minutes.
Yep.
So that's why selling silage like this is going to be outlawed, because that's what we did in the last map. We abused it, and it's quick, easy work. It keeps time sped up. You just grow grass, cut, and you're billionaires. You know what I mean? So selling silage like this is going to be illegal. So there you go. Just because it's such an overpowered and easy way to make assets. So alright guys, we got our numbers.
I am back.
Welcome back. So like I said, we still haven't found any answers. Because remember, silage is going to be handled that way. Water is going to be handled this way, and fuel is going to be handled this way. Those are things we need to figure out how we're going to handle them, dealing with $1,000 as the minimum, right? Ideas. Anyone have ideas?
Crickets.
I know. Yeah. I do like the contract idea. I like the contract idea. You know, for example, the contract idea I like. For example, the silage and the livestock people make a contract. You provide us with silage, we pay you X amount of dollars per month, or per week, or per day. Water.
Well,
Go ahead, Eli.
what you can do with some of the silage is bring it to who works with the cattle.
Well, no, that's, remember, the attendant, you cannot sell silage, guys. I hope you all understand that. You cannot sell silage here. Just, you have to use silage for its intended purpose. Mixed rations and fertilizer. Because remember, whoever's doing livestock is going to be making manure and liquid manure. Whoever's going to be doing silage is going to be making silage. All three of those components are what you need for fertilizer, right?
Right.
So,
I just know how to.
go ahead.
I just found a way to bypass fertilizer.
How's that?
Liquid slurry. I can just get a slurry tanker.
Okay. Yeah, get a slurry tanker. That's absolutely correct. If you want to get a slurry tanker, that's a way you can bypass it. You can get a. You can remember there's a slurry tanker and there's a manure spreader. I'll see if I can find one for you guys. There you go. And look at the price tags of them. So Harvest Man's just gonna be like, I roll big.
I forgot how expensive they were.
Yeah, they're expensive. There's a reason why people don't use. Oh.
I like being different.
No, I agree, no, but I do agree that is a way to bypass fertilizer, is use manure spreaders and slurry spreaders. Once you have the income to have that option, it will become a valid option. But until then, we have no fertilizer on the map. Until, you know, whoever our livestock people is and whoever our silage person is can come to an agreement and decide, okay, you provide this, I'll provide this. We're going to sell it together for this much, and how we're going to split the, you know what I mean? Like I said, it gets very complicated very quick. So that's why, you know, we need to make sure we keep this open for discussion, because as far as ideas I have, I don't know. prices.
The only thing that I think that would make probably the most sense and keep it the easiest is make a set price for 1,000 liters of, take your pick, whether it be fuel or water, and then you set up contracts based on that price. Because pretty much no matter what you're doing, I mean, you should be able to hold 1,000 liters of water. I mean, that's pretty basic, shouldn't you? I mean, not that many animals. You should be able to hold 1,000 liters of water pretty relatively easily, correct?
Remember, if you have your own trailers, you can hold it whatever you want. Like, for example, me on sheep, honestly, I'll probably buy my own trailer and go pick up the water. That's probably what I'll do.
But that's just it. We should base the price on 1,000 liters. So you go there with a 19,500 liter trailer, and you're paying the 1,000 liter price.
So 1,000 liters. Oh, okay, that's another thing. Okay, we need to set the prices then, right? So let's set the prices. Oh, go ahead, Potter.
Wouldn't it make more sense? So, 1,000 liters of water, you can't really do much about the value of the water in that if it's less than $1,000. So, 1,000 liters of water is $1,000. The longer that trailer is at a farm, you charge for that.
That's a lot of money.
$1,000 for
I know.
1,000 liters is a lot. That's why I was gonna say that's why where the contract comes in. $1,000 will get you 3 trailers of water.
But what I mean is, those trailers are going to be stuck at the farm until you return it. So the way the water person should make money is by how long they are without their trailer.
Okay, so water, according to the game, is worth 20 cents a liter, right? 1,000 liters is $200. So $1,000 would be 5,000 liters, right? So that's
without delivery fee, yeah.
That's without delivery fee, without contract. So 5,000 liters or 5 trailers, if you use 1,000 liter trailers, is worth $1,000, right?
See, that's why I said 3 trailers, which would be 3,000 liters for $1,000, because that could include trailer rental and delivery fee at a nominal value.
Why does everybody say that? Have you picked farms? Have you picked farms? Have you picked farms? We got. Remember, guys, we have to get all these little things sorted out before we picked farms. Because if we just pick farms and went straight into it, we're gonna be like, well, that's the you know what I mean? We have to discuss all these minor details because they're important. They're not minor. They're important because they're gonna be the way water's handled, fuel's handled, and silage is handled, right? Because once we have a plan, whether it be contract, per liter, per trailer, then that plan is gonna apply to all the other aspects, right? And it's just going to be about setting prices, right? Are water pods included in the mod pack? What are water pods? I don't know what water pods are. So yeah, I understand what TJ is saying. So if you pay $1,000 to, if I give Lonnie $1,000, Lonnie is going to give me 3,000 liters of water, and that includes the shipping fee, right?
Channel Fighting Legend 93 place.
Yeah, pretty much shipping, handling, destination, trailer rental, delivery fee. And I mean, if we're talking about $1,000, and if you go and pick it up yourself with your own equipment, then you get 4 trailers worth or something like that, you know.
You pick it up with your own, but that's if we set it at 20 cents a liter, right?
Yeah. Well, I was basing it off of the 1,000 liter. So instead of three trailers at 1,000 liters each for $1,000, if you buy your own you provide your own trailer and you go and get it yourself, you get an extra trailer full, an extra 1,000 liters, which is still above the value.
I don't think we have water pods, Rock'em Sock'em. This is what they give us for water. There you go, Eli. Thank you, Eli. Yeah. We're only using the mods that were recommended by the creators. This is how they recommend they play the map. So that's what we're using. Okay, let's just... Okay, so I think we have kind of a plan with the contracts, right?
That said it was a water tank, but it looks like a fertilizer
It is
tank.
a,
So I
it,
just wanted to see it.
it is a water tank. What was I doing?
How you need to buy the.
How does everybody
the
feel?
water?
How does everybody feel about the prices, though? For example, water is 20 cents a liter. Fuel is 70 cents a liter, and silage is 32 cents a liter.
Let's see what.
Honestly,
these tanks.
fuel, because 70 cents a liter at fuel, I'm not gonna I'm gonna be in the hole with fuel at 70 cents a liter.
Well, these are viable options for the animal farms too. If these actually hold water, because these are only like $5,000.
They don't hold water. They dispense water.
Are you sure?
I tested all of them.
Okay.
I tested all the water tanks, the hydrants, the wells, all the placeable water mods. They all provide water, which completely puts the water specialization out of business.
Okay, my mod is completing. Wait.
Okay, like I said, right now, guys, nobody joined. We're just in a private. I probably should close it down. What I'm saying is, like I said, at fuel at 70 cents a liter, it's gonna cost me more to make fuel than it is to sell fuel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you've got to ignore the game value and make your own.
Yeah, you're gonna have to raise the fuel price, especially as the amount of work that goes into fuel. Now, water, all you gotta do is just back up to the freaking lake and fill a tank. But fuel, you actually gotta work for it.
See, that's the same.
and
Yeah, go ahead.
the other problem you're going to have is the more expensive the equipment you're using, the more it costs you to make it, so the prices will increase.
Honestly, I'm handling fuel and I play a lot, so I want to keep the fuel reasonable for everybody. Honestly, I don't care about making money on fuel, but I don't want to make it too easy for people, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, we can just go fill up as much as we want. No, that's not how it's going to work.
Okay.
From the
Sorry, go ahead.
conversion rate of the products into fuel, I would say you're gonna have to have a good price, because that's gonna be like your primary focus. That conversion rate is horrible.
Go ahead, TJ.
Yeah, I was gonna. You'd have to. I mean, the price would have to be somewhere near the.
93. You
I
can
I
only
mean,
change the price when there is less
in
fuel.
comparison to water, which is much easier to do, you'd have to charge. I don't even know, probably like somewhere around $4,000 for 1,000 liters, $5,000, if not more than that, for 1,000 liters. Or it could be even more than that. I don't know.
Channel harvester _ man 117. True.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Well, I agree. The fuel price should be way higher. I mean, like I said, the conversion rate, you're going to be doing nothing but planting those crops and taking it straight to the fuel depot. So you're dependent on people buying fuel. You're not going to have time to actually do anything else to make your own money, because people's going to be running their equipment constantly. So you got to keep that fuel supply pumping.
Yeah, like once I can sit down and do that, I can make fuel. That's not going to be an issue. The issue is, as you just said, if I'm not making any money doing it, I'm just kind of working for the community.
Yeah. So the prices on fuel is going to have to be pretty high.
Oh,
Another thing
maybe.
is,
Look at this, guys. These rod pods. But how do you move these? How do you move the rod pods?
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up to see what it is.
Rod pod is a storage solution, a water storage solution.
Don't you use a forklift?
I was gonna say, it looks like you use a pallet jack and load it up onto a flatbed trailer.
A front loader, right? Truck and trailer, interesting.
Yeah, those are pretty cheap too.
Yeah.
Do we have any like flatbed transports?
We have some flatbed trucks. Should have some flatbed trucks somewhere. Maybe? I don't see them.
Yeah, I'm about to say if we did have those
Here's
transports,
one. Oh, go ahead.
that would be an extra source of income for Shadowbee. That would say, "Hey, I bought a harvester from the store. Can you deliver it to my farm
I
for
did
X
see
amount of dollars?"
flatbed right there, that transport trailer. Yeah.
Honestly, with the storage company, I'm not worried about making money.
I should. We can also, you remember guys, we can also deal in trade. You know what I mean? We can also deal in trade. For example, I tell Lonnie, hey Lonnie, keep my water, keep my livestock watered, and I'll give you some fuel. Or Lonnie says, hey, I'll keep your cattle filled with water, but give me some of that liquid manure and solid manure. You know what I mean? We can also deal in trade. So currency is not the only way to deal with stuff. You know what I mean? But we just need to get these little things worked out so that people kind of have set prices in case, oh, you don't have nothing to trade, I don't have nothing to trade, we have to deal in currency, right?
I have fails on the mods.
You have failed on the mods?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, you can join us in Mumble. Anybody can join us in Mumble, guys. Currently, the game's not up. We're just discussing, as you guys can tell.
Yeah, like the example of a trade that Tuesday's doing, we were talking about like the storage company for one. I was going to charge like money for storage fees, but then we got like, it's going to be too much of a hassle. So instead, I'm going to be taking a percentage of the grain per load.
See, that's why the storage fees would just be a percentage of the grains per load. It makes it much simpler. You guys don't have to worry about paying anything. You know what I mean? You just drop it off, and which hopefully everybody agrees with that. I think some people think 5% is too much. Some people, I don't know. What do you guys think? We're getting off topic, right?
Well, see, technically, the original way I wanted to do it was 2%, then a 1% day service charge, but he wouldn't let me do that. So.
Well, because the service charge gets too complicated.
I figured that up, and it was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like a millionaire in a day.
And then I don't have a map for.
I actually might lower the percentage down from 5. I just threw that number out there.
Yeah. That's an example. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, well, see, let's say 100,000 load. Out of 100,000, or let's say 10,000. 10,000, you get 500, right?